Hi all, welcome back to my channel. So please share and subscribe, give your support. Today we are going to discuss ratio and proportion. Very important topic for competitive exams like TNPSC, IBPS, RRB. Okay, so let us discuss the concept, then we will discuss related to some sums. First, ratio. What is meant by ratio? What is meant by ratio? Which is the simplest form of fraction is called ratio, and it will be useful to compare the two quantities. For example, so the population between Tamil Nadu and Kerala, which is in the ratio of 2:1, means what? So Tamil Nadu population is compared to Kerala, it is 2 times. So like this, we can compare the quantities. It is very helpful to compare the quantities. So we are using the ratio. So, and I told you simplest form of the fraction. For example, here 10 by 5 is a fraction. So it is not simplest form. So we can simplify further. Means what? 2 5s are 1 5s are 2:1. So 10 by 5 we can write as 2:1. Likewise 4 by 12. So we can write as 1 4s are 3 4s are 4 by 12. Simplest form 1:3. So this is fraction. If you simplify this, we are getting 1:3. So this 1:3 is the simplest form of 4 by 12. So this 2:1 and this 1:3 are called ratio. And another thing, in a ratio, so generally A is to B. We are representing A is to B as a ratio. And another thing, if you multiply by any number or else divided by any number in a ratio, the ratio will become same. For example, 1:3. 1:3 is nothing but 1 by 3. So if you multiply by 10, the ratio, both numerator and denominator, again 10 will get cancelled, it remains same. The ratio never change if you divide or multiply also. Okay, it does not affect the ratio. Next, proportion. So what is meant by proportion? If two ratios are equal, then it is called proportion. So for example, two ratios, let me take A is to B, which is equal to C is to D, which is equal to C is to D. So A is to B equal to C is to D. A is to B is one ratio, C is to D is another one ratio. If these two ratios are equal, then it is called proportion. So another, we can represent in another way also. A is to B equal to C is to D. This is a symbol to represent the proportion. Okay, it's named as is as. The symbol is as. A is to B is as, C is to D. Means the both ratios are equal, so that it is called a proportion. And here, so here, this middle terms, this B and C are there, no? So this is called mean terms, which is B comma C, and A and D are called extreme terms. A comma D. A and D are called extreme terms. B and C are mean terms. Okay. So now how can we write this? A by B, which will be equal to C by D. So if you do cross multiplication, AD equal to CB. AD equal to CB. Now what we have understand in this? Product of mean terms equal to product of extreme terms. Their product equal. Product of mean terms equal to product of extreme terms. So next, some types of proportion. So here third proportion. What is meant by third proportion? So here, if A is to B equal to or else is as B is to C, then here three terms are exist. A, B and B is continuous here. Understand? B is to C. Then here C is called what? A third proportion. So here C is called third proportion. So if A is to B is as equal to B is to C, then here C is called third proportion. Here you have to understand the continuation of B. There is three terms are exist. Next, to come to fourth proportion. So here if A is to B is as C is to D. A is to B is as C is to D. Here, which is fourth? The D is called, D is what? Fourth proportion. D is called fourth proportion. D is called fourth proportion. Here, four terms should exist. A is to B is as C is to D. Then D is called fourth proportion. Next, come to mean proportion. What is mean proportion? Third proportion means 3 terms. Fourth proportion means 4 terms. Mean proportion means only 2 terms will exist. So if A is to B, then the mean proportion of AB, then the mean proportion of AB is nothing but square root of AB. Square root of AB. Please make a note of it. Square root of AB. Square root of AB is nothing but which is between A and B. Middle value of A and B is called a mean proportion, which is between A and B. For example, A equal to 4, B equal to 9. So now, mean proportion of this 4 is to 9 is nothing but square root of AB, which is 4 into 9. So square root of 36. What will be the answer? 6, which will be middle of 4 and 9. Okay. So this is for example I have taken this. So this is called 6 is mean proportion of 4 and 9. So next, some types of ratios. First, duplicate ratio and subduplicate ratio. What is meaning of this? And next, triplicate ratio, subtriplicate ratio. What is the meaning of this? So duplicate ratio. If A is to B is one ratio, right? Okay. So what is a duplicate ratio of A is to B? You have to square it. Okay. So then duplicate ratio is nothing but A square is to B square, which is A square is to B square is duplicate ratio of A is to B. Next, what is its subduplicate ratio? So square root of A is to square root of B is called subduplicate ratio of A is to B. Let me take one example. So I am taking 4 is to 9, one ratio. What is its duplicate ratio? A square is to B square. A square means 4 square, 16 is to 9 square, 81. Okay. Next, what is its subduplicate ratio? Subduplicate ratio of A is to B. Square root of A is to square root of B. Square root of A means square root of 4 is to square root of B, square root of 9, which will be equal to 2 is to 3. So subduplicate ratio of 4 is to 9 is nothing but 2 is to 3. Here duplicate ratio of 4 is to 9 is 16 is to 81. So this is a meaning of duplicate ratio and subduplicate ratio. Okay. Next, triplicate ratio. What is meant by triplicate ratio? I think you itself may understand, you itself may found. What is the triplicate? Name itself have the meaning. Okay. Here A is to B. What is its triplicate ratio? A cube is to B cube, which is triplicate ratio of A is to B. Next, what is meant by subtriplicate ratio? Which will be A power 1 by 3 is to B power 1 by 3, which is subtriplicate ratio. Okay. Now, let me take example. So here 8 is to 27. 8 is to 27 I am taking. So here 8 cube is to 27 cube is triplicate ratio of 8 is to 27. 8 cube 216 will come. So 27 cube. If we expand, we will get the value of that. Then which will be triplicate ratio of 8 is to 27. Next, here subtriplicate means what? We have to take the cube root of 8. So cube root of 8 is to cube root of 27. So cube root of 8 is 2, cube root of 27 is 3. So the subtriplicate ratio of 8 is to 27, 2 is to 3, and duplicate ratio of 8 is to 27 is 8 cube is to 27 cube. So here some sums related to the concepts which we were discussed. So if A is to B equal to 5 is to 9 and B is to C equal to 4 is to 7, then A is to B is to C is the question. So here you can observe A is to B 5 is to 9, B is to, which is continuing, B is to C 4 is to 7. So what you can think, in what way you can think, if here B value 9, here the B value 4. if I make it equal b values, 9 and 4, if I make it equal, then I can able to find a is to b is to c. How can I make it equal? I have to find the common multiple of 9 and 4, which is LCM. If I find the LCM, common multiple, if I find, then I can able to make the both b's, 9 and 4 can equal. So now, so 9 and 4, what is its LCM? 36 is the LCM of 9 and 4. So now, a by b, 5 by 9. Next b by c, 4 by 7. So you multiple. So you want to make LCM between 4 and 9 is 36, I told. You want to make this 9 as 36 means you have to multiple by 4. So denominator alone, if you multiply, it is wrong. You have to multiple the numerator also, 4. Here, 4 into 9. So you don't bother about what we have to make equal as 36. That only you have to make. Okay, so here you are multiplying by 9 means then here also by 9 only. So then a is to b, which will, what will come? So now a is to b equal to 20 by 36. Next b is to c, 36 by 63. So now see here, a is to b is to c. That means a is to b is to c equal to a value 20, b value 36, c value 63. So which will be the answer? A is to b is to c. So by finding the LCM. This is normal general method. Next, how can we do shortcut in examination? Shortcut is very important, especially competitive exams. So how can we go shortcut? A is to b, they given. Okay, so which will be 5 is to 9. Next, b is to c. B is to c is 4 is to 7. So now what we can do? Just multiple 5 into 4. Okay, keep it here, 20. Multiple 4 into 9. 4 into 9, 9 into 4, which will be 36. Next, multiple 9 into 7, which will be 63. So we got the answer. Okay, so 20 is to 36 is to 63. Using the 10 seconds, we can find the answer instead of doing like this. Okay, so next question. So here the fourth proportion of 4 is to 9 is to 12. What is fourth proportion? Now only I told what is fourth proportion. In previous concept we have discussed it. If A, B, C, we have to take it as fourth proportion. Once again I will recall. A is to B is as C is to D. Then this D is called fourth proportion. So we have to find the D value. Here first three values are given. So which is 4 is to 9 is as 12 is to D. So we have to find the D value. How can we find? As I told, product of middle values equal to product of extremes. Okay. So 9 into 12 equal to 4 into D. Or else directly you apply 4 by 9 equal to 12 by D. Do cross multiplication. 4 into D equal to 9 into 12. So you can cancel 1 4s are 3 4s are. So then 3 9s are 27. So D equal to 27. Therefore the fourth proportion is 27. Here comes the next question. Find the mean proportion of 0.08 and 0.18. So what is the mean proportion? We have discussed it. So if you consider this as A, this as B, then the mean proportion of A and B, which is mean proportion square root of AB. So here what is the value of A? So which will be square root of 0.08 into 0.18 square root of AB. So 8 into 18. So you don't consider the decimal now. Just we can multiple directly. So 8 into 18. So answer will be 8 tens are 8, 8 8s are 64. So total 144. So 144. How many decimals? 2 decimal, 2 decimal. Total 4 decimal. So 0.0144 has to come. So square root of 144, which is 12. Normally 12. Here how many decimals are there? 4 decimals. So the resultant number will get 2 decimals, 0.12. So if you multiple 0.12 into 0.12, you will get 0.0144 you will get. So the final answer, the mean proportion of 0.08 and 0.18 is 0.12 is the answer. Next, divide 672 in the ratio 5:3. Divide 672 in the ratio 5:3. So here, so 5:3 ratio we have to divide this 672. Okay, so if you add 5 plus 3, so 5 is one part, 3 is one part. Then what is the total part? 8 part. 8 parts, which is nothing but 672. So the 672 is 8 parts we are going to divide. Okay, in that 5 parts what? 3 parts what? We are going to find. So how to do? First you add 5 plus 3, 8 we got. So here 8 parts equal to 672. Then 5 parts is what? X, we don't know. Then do the cross multiplication. Do cross multiplication. So 8 into x equal to 5 into 672. So we want x value, right? So x equal to 5 into 672 divided by 8. So if we divide, 8 8s are 64. Remaining 3, 32. So 4 8s are 32. So if you cancel by 8 table, you will get 84. Then x equal to 5 into 84. So 5 8s are 40, 400. 5 4s are 20. So 420 is the value of x, which is 5 parts of 672. Which is 5 parts of 672. So remaining 3 parts, how can we find? Just you subtract. Okay, so 672, 3 parts equal to 672 minus 420. So why we have to subtract? This is 5 parts. If I subtract 5 parts from 8 parts, I will get remaining 3 parts. 8 parts equal to 672, 5 parts 420. If I subtract, what I will get? So 252 I will get. So 252 is nothing but 3 parts. So I have divided 672 in 5:3 ratio, which is 5 parts is 420, 3 part is 252. So thank you all. We'll meet soon once again. Please share and subscribe.